Scorpio rising people are the biggest witches and wizards of the zodiac. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Chris and this is Chris Astrology. Today we will be talking about Scorpio rising, the biggest witches and wizards of the zodiac. I know Scorpio rising people pretty well because several of my family members have Scorpio rising as well as some of my friends. Scorpio rising people I either loved or hate. For example, Justin Bieber has a Scorpio rising and a lot of people see him very negatively. But he also has a lot of fans, especially amongst teenage girls. Because Scorpio rising people can be seen as very sexual, which sometimes can be good, because it helps them to find a good partner pretty quickly. But on the other hand, they can attract a lot of predators. For example, Taylor Swift, she had a Scorpio rising, and she had a lot of relationships in her life. Some of them were very abusive. Also, Scorpio rising people are very introverted and try to hold by themselves and don't trust people very easily. It's because a lot of them have gone through some trauma when they were children. Some of them had divorced families, some of them were abused, and some of them have lost somebody who was important to them in a young age. By knowing the rising of a person, they can predict what they will look like. Scorpio rising people usually have very dark features and can even have darker skin than their family members. They have a strong and sexual presence, and they're very easy to see spot in the crowd, and they're usually very strong, especially men, because they would like to be able to protect themselves and be respected. Also, Scorpio rising people are prone to accidents and they can have more operations in their lifetime than an average person, and they can even have sexual transmitted diseases because Scorpio rules the sexual organs. The colors that Scorpio rising people like the most are red, black, and pink, because red is the color of blood, black is the color of death, and pink is the color of royalty. Sign has an opposite sign on the opposite axis is descendant, which can tell us about people's relationship style. The descendant of a Scorpio rising is Taurus. Scorpio rising people are very loyal. If they commit to you, it will be for life. They don't like to change partners, and although they like to have very intense sexual life and can even enjoy BDSM, they still very loyal and they want to commit to a person for long term. Unfortunately, this can make them very possessive of their partners, and they can act very jealously in their relationships. For example, if you want to have an open relationship, Scorpio rising is not a good partner for it. But the good thing about it is that Taurus, the Scorpio's descendant, is ruled by Venus. So it means the Scorpio rising partner would be very beautiful, and they can even inherit some money through this relationship. Although I don't think Scorpio rising people would be gold diggers. The fun thing is that my cousin, who is a Scorpio rising, has a very successful marriage, and he has married a woman who has a Taurus sun. So probably Taurus can be a good match for Scorpio rising. A good date for a Scorpio rising would be something very dark and mysterious. For example, I would like to go to a horror show, or maybe we would like to go to some spooky event like the Scary Farm. They also like extreme sports. For example, my cousin and his wife like to go on hiking trails, because Scorpio rising people like to prove themselves to be very strong and athletic. So some extreme sport like long trail hiking, rock climbing, scuba diving, skydiving, it all can be very important and fun for Scorpio rising people. I hope you enjoyed my video. Please like and subscribe. I'm here for community, and everything you say is very important to me. You can also book my reading in the Etsy store or PayPal. I have read more than 100 charts and I have pretty good experience about astrology. So please stay tuned. In the next video we'll be talking about Sagittarius rising.